Okay, for you, something special. This is Krogan liquor, Ryncol. You'll set off radiological alarms after you drink it. Should I pour you a quad?
Hell yeah. Put more of the stuff in the thing where stuff goes in.
Your funeral, pal.
I'd like something to drink.
Sure. I'll set up a tab at the drink kiosk. Knock yourself out. Literally, if you want. Just don't drink anything for Turians or Quarians. Does nasty things to your insides.
Today, we're going to be making a few drinks featured in Mass Effect's official cocktail book. It's a pretty neat book with both cocktail and food recipes, developed by Cassandra Reeder and written by Jim Festante. We're going to be making 5 recipes, and to do so, we're going to be hopping from bar to bar across the Milky Way. We have a lot of drinking to do, so let's get started. First stop on the list is the Afterlife on Omega. There's a quick side quest we're going to handle first.
I have a present for you, Doc.
Serrice Ice Brandy? You didn't.
That's right, we're making the Doc's favorite, Serrice Ice Brandy. We start by dressing our glass with sugar, using a bit of lemon juice to get the sugar to stick to the rim. Next, we're filling a cocktail shaker with ice and adding the remaining ingredients. Now, the recipe calls for 2.5 ounces of Pisco, but I didn't have any on hand, so I substituted sparkling wine. I know, not a direct relative, but it'll do. We're also adding in a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, a 1/2 ounce of blue curacao, a 1/4 ounce of lemon juice, and a few dashes of orange bitters, making sure to spill just a little on your workspace for good measure. Shake all that together until it's nice and chilled. Then strain the liquid into the glass. Drop in a few ice cubes and it's ready to serve. Let's give it a try and see why Chakwas loves it so much. Yeah, it's not too bad. Kind of a classy drink, which I guess is fitting. Okay, now we're heading on over to the Dark Star Lounge on the Citadel. For our next drink, let's see if we can set off any radiological alarms. We're making a glass of Krogan Ryncol. Start by adding sugar to the rim of a glass, using honey to get it to stick. Then add in a few ice cubes. In a cocktail shaker filled with ice, add 2 ounces, yes, 2, of vodka, 1.5 ounces of melon liqueur, a 1/2 ounce of blue curacao, a 1/2 ounce of lime juice, a couple drops of Solarian salination solution, which is basically salt water, and finish with a few dashes of orange bitters. Shake the mixture until it gets chilled. Careful, it gets pretty chilly. Then strain into the cocktail glass. Now you may be thinking,
It's green?
And guaranteed to knock you on your ass.
well, let's just see about that now. Whoa, yeah, that's a strong drink. I'm also not much of a vodka person, so that doesn't help. We're still standing though, so let's shake it off and leave the Dark Star. We're staying on the Citadel for this next one, but we're getting a change of scenery and heading over to Flux to have a drink named after the most famous Spectre in the galaxy.
Correct. But you are not an Ultra Spectre Elite 4000 Deluxe. This one is a 7000. This one has less recoil and faster load time.
Where is the airlock so I may throw you out of it?
This drink, the Blasto Sting, is named after the Hanar Spectre himself. To start, we'll need a shot glass dipped in purple popping candy, using lemon juice to make it stick. We add 1/2 ounce of purple sour berry liqueur, which is kind of tough to do depending on how wide your glass is. Then, we carefully add 3/4 ounces of vodka, using the back of a spoon to gently pour it over the liqueur. At this point, I've had a bit to drink, so I missed that step for the first glass. By the way, I'm making 2 Blasto Stings here, one for me and one for my partner who helped me shoot the video. Anyway, we do the same gentle pour method to add 1/2 ounce of clear creme de cacao. To finish it off, we use a dropper to add a few drops of white chocolate cream liqueur. It does this cool tentacle effect. The glass on the right is the one that I messed up the pour on, so it doesn't turn out as well. But the one on the left is pretty awesome. All that's left now is to try it. Cheers. My partner here did not like it, but I think it's a pretty fun drink. The popping candy gives it an after effect that's worthy of its namesake. Moving on, next stop on the list, Eternity on Ilium, where we'll put one of Matriarch Atheda's stories to the test.
Once saw Krogan drink a liquified Turian on a dare 6 or 7 centuries back. Nobody came out of that one looking pretty.
Obviously, she is talking about an actual Turian that's been liquefied, but I couldn't find any at the grocery store. Instead, let's see just how crazy the book version of a liquefied Turian is. We start by separating out an egg white and adding it to a dry cocktail shaker. We'll also add 2 ounces of tequila, a 3/4 ounce of blue curacao, a 3/4 ounce of lime juice, and a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Dry shake the ingredients for about 20 seconds, then add ice to the shaker and shake for another 20 seconds. Then, strain the mixture into a rocks glass. Mine has the Systems Alliance logo on it. Drinking a liquefied Turian out of an Alliance glass. Talk about payback for first contact. Add in a few ice cubes to fill, and there you have it. Let's try it. Huh, not as weird as I imagined. I actually like it a lot. Maybe a real liquefied Turian wouldn't be so bad. For our last stop, we're headed to the bar on the Normandy for a nightcap. This time, we're letting Shepard choose the drink. This one is called the N7 Shooter, and you'll see why. Start by adding a 1/2 ounce of grenadine to a shot glass. With the same gentle pour technique we used earlier, add a 3/4 ounce of coffee liqueur. Do that again and add 1/2 ounce of white chocolate cream liqueur. The final step, drink the shot in 1 swig. Yep, that's literally what the recipe says. So here we go. Ooh, what a weird experience. It's pretty good though. Each layer hits your tongue in sequence, which is a little overwhelming. Exactly what it's like to be an N7, I'm sure. Something about this recipe seemed off to me though. I followed the directions to a T, but the colors in my drink came out red, black, then white. However, the picture in the book shows the colors as red, white, and then black. I decided to try making it again to see if I can get closer to what seems to be the actual intended result. The grenadine and the white chocolate liqueur sit well on top of each other, but unfortunately, the coffee liqueur sinks right through the white layer. Kind of a bummer. Oh well, the drink still tastes good. Okay, that's probably enough alcohol for now. Any more and I'll be waking up later on a random couch in purgatory. Thanks for watching. If you try any recipes from the cocktail book, leave a comment to let me know which one and what you thought. I've yet to explore the food offerings. Might have to make a part 2 where I try making some of those recipes. Anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.